Hello everyone, welcome to your reading for Saturday, March 7th. Your daily affirmation is, I forgive myself and others. I allow love to flow. And for today's reading, we'll be using Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. And our first card is Sisters of the Seasons, Cycles of Growth, Natural Law, Divine Order. So when I see this card, to me, it is just a reminder that some of us need to be more patient in life. And many of you have probably been waiting for something to manifest. And whatever you've been asking for, just know that this card is a sign that it is going to take some time. Think about the different seasons that we see here in this image. There's winter and spring and summer and fall. And you can't just skip spring and jump from winter to summer. And you can't just skip summer and jump from spring to fall. You have to wait patiently and allow nature to take its course. So some of these things in your life are going to happen in divine timing. And that doesn't mean when you want it to happen. It means that it's going to happen when it's meant to. So in the meantime, just stay focused on your dreams. And eventually, when the seasons pass, you'll eventually begin to see the results of what you've been asking for. But in the meantime, it's really important that you not get too impatient. Don't give up. Don't get too frustrated. Because that is what happens with many people. Many times, people become discouraged after some time has passed, and you just don't get what you want immediately. But remember that you're going to have to stay patient and just stay focused on your dreams. And eventually you will be rewarded, but it is going to take some time. And our next card is Web Weaver, Divine Intelligence, Cause and Effect. So this card is reminding you of karma, what you put out into the universe in the form of your thoughts and your feelings and your actions and your words. Is all going to come back to you. I said this before in a previous reading, but sometimes we create futures that we do not want with our negative self-talk. So when you're constantly complaining about someone to yourself, or you're constantly saying what you do not have, or how awful your life is, the universe is listening. Just be mindful of your thoughts, and remember to take responsibility for your life. Wherever you are right now is a result of the choices that you made. And the choices that you make today will determine what your future is like. So just be careful to choose to focus only on the things that you truly do want in life. And then, as the first card says, just be patient and wait for it to come to you. And finally, we have the High Lady of Love and Compassion. Reverence, kindness, consideration. So I think Spirit is asking many of you to focus more on love. And remember, those of you who saw the romance reading, that is what that reading was asking us to do as well. So this is not necessarily just about romantic relationships. It is about being more loving and compassionate to any people that we encounter in life. So by being kind and compassionate and considerate of others and their feelings, that will make things just go much more smoothly for us. Life will be so much easier. Sometimes we can say or do things that hurt others, and sometimes we may do it on purpose and sometimes not. But you're just being encouraged to pay attention to the way that you talk to people and how you treat them. And even if something doesn't offend you, keep in mind that we're all different. And just because you're not offended doesn't mean that the next person won't be. And I really do think that if some of you could learn to see a situation from another person's point of view, you might think, wow, I really didn't know that I hurt this person the way that I did. And you would then change your actions and your behavior towards this person because you would understand what they're feeling. And I don't think that there's anyone who doesn't like to be respected or spoken to and treated in a kind manner. So just ask yourself, How can you change the way that you interact with others so that you're more compassionate, so that you're kinder, and that you're showing more respect for others? And we see this a lot in our place of work. So how many of you have had a boss or maybe a coworker who's spoken to you in a not so kind way? Think of how that makes you feel and try to treat others the way that you want to be treated. And this is something that many of us were taught as children. But if you're kind to other people, they'll most likely be kind to you as well. But if you're going to treat them in a way that's disrespectful, if you're going to be rude, then that person is most likely going to come back at you in the same way, and that's just going to cause conflict and tension. Remember the middle card: what you put out comes back to you. Life is just going to go so much more smoothly for you, and all of your interactions with people will be much more pleasant when you are more loving and more respectful of them. So you can choose what kind of experiences that you want with others. And I really do hope that you choose to be more kind and compassionate. I love you all. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.